Hello, everyone. My name is Matthew. I am freezing up because my mind went blank. So I've had a lot of issues at home with animals coming into my house or trying to through a dog door. We've had skunks, raccoons, squirrels. There's been a mountain lion in my neighborhood. I've had coyotes, I think bears once. There's been a lot of animals in my neighborhood. So I wanted a way to prevent animals from coming into my house and to prevent my dogs from going outside and attacking any animals that are in my backyard, especially if it's in the middle of the night. So that was the inspiration for this project. I started a bit with just a video, and it's a couple minutes. There's no sound. So a lot of this was difficult. I had a lot of issues with 3D printing because that was my primary focus was designing and printing this so I can make more if I want to. Um, yeah, it was, there were a lot of issues. Um, Supply issues, trying to get filaments for the 3D printing. There were issues with the motors taking a long time to get delivered. Yeah. Yeah, I've talked about this a bit already, but yeah, my dogs are loud, like very loud. So when they go outside in the middle of the night and start barking, it's a problem for the neighbors and for people in my house. So yeah, we have to keep the dog door locked in the middle of the night. So I wanted to be able to let them out in the morning without having to get out of bed. Um, so it is remote controlled. Uh, it's automatic whenever I paired Bluetooth beacons to the door. And then whenever the dog gets close, within 3 to 5 feet, the door will open on its own and stay open until the dogs are out of the way. It uses an ultrasonic sensor to ensure that the door is unobstructed. Um, Dry throat. And can be controlled on an Adafruit.io dashboard, so over the internet or via buttons that are on the door itself. It can be locked or opened um, remotely, and you can control how far the motors move by changing the door height, which is uh, part of the design was I wanted it to be modular so that people could make it bigger, smaller, whatever, depending on the size of their pets. So all the parts just snap together. It can be anywhere from about 7 inches by 7 inches to, well, I have 4 panels tall as the max height currently, because I figure if anyone needs something bigger than that, it's probably not the right door for them. um, so yeah, there were a lot of problems, shipping delays for buttons, filaments, uh, motors. I need to redesign the fasteners for the side and top panels because they were a bit too small, I guess would be the best way to put it. I didn't design them to snap together well, so I already have designs in mind for that. It'll take me a few hours to fix on SolidWorks. but then after we print everything, didn't really have time for that this week. I wanted to have sleep mode when it's not, or when it's not in use so that it saves battery. I wanted to be able to last months at a time without needing to be charged. That didn't work because the CNN network wouldn't connect like repeatedly. It would not allow repeated connections for the Photon 2. Currently, I'm pairing the Bluetooth beacons manually via the MAC addresses. I don't know why I was having trouble thinking of that. And those go, or once it's paired, it judges how far they are via the RSSI signal. So when the signal strength is strong, it opens. And when it's not strong, it closes if it's unobstructed. And the battery power button is currently being pressed by the enclosure, so I should have gotten a different battery. But that's an easy fix as well. I just need to redesign the cutout for the battery a bit. So yeah, got a few improvements planned. There was some extra friction on the right side of the panel. It was dragging a bit too much because the motors were on the left. So I'm currently planning to redesign the right side panels to allow a second motor to lift the door more seamlessly. I thought about using bearings or something on the right side instead, but I think a second motor makes more sense for the design I have. And I want to create a phone app instead of the Adafruit.io for the production model, just for ease of access, usability. Thanks.